Hello there. Today I want to show you guys my Grey Knight Terminator squad that I have magnetized to use either as Terminators or as Paladins. And I tried to be as simplistic as possible and use actually as few magnets as possible. And I actually came up with a couple of, I think, pretty ingenious options. So we'll kind of take a look at those one by one. Now, at first you'll probably notice how reflectively chrome those are. If you kind of take a look at some of my other videos, I kind of detailed how I went over that. But the first couple models I want to look at are kind of what I like to call the twins. I like that the Grey Knight Terminator box actually has these two-handed halberds. And so I knew that I wanted to do that, but it was going to be kind of tricky with the side cannons, because the Grey Knight Terminator Paladin kit only comes with one side cannon, one incinerator, and one silencer. So I had some extra bits from just the regular power armor guys, and what I did, and I thought this was pretty clever, is that I actually took one of the power armor side cannons that I had left over, because that box actually comes with two, and I cut it down, and I left the Stormbolter, because the ammo feed for both the Stormbolter and the side cannon is actually the same, or at least it aesthetically looks the same. So I just put a magnet right at the top of this. You can kind of see the metal is clicking on it, and then I cut this down as much as I possibly could to fit there, and then I put some green stuff in there, got this surface very, very wet, and just kind of pressed it in there, and then removed it before the green stuff could cure, so that it is a perfect fit to either be double side cannons if I'm using Paladins, or if I'm using just the regular Terminator, since they can only have one heavy weapon. I've got that on the banner guy, which we'll take a look at next. So here's our banner bearer, which can be used in either unit. But in the Paladin unit, they can also take a special weapon. So I've got that magnetized so that I can have it as an incinerator. I actually like the look of the silencer, even though I would always use this as a side cannon, honestly, which is why I kind of combined it. I put this ammo feed on there. Normally that's not on the silencer, but I just wanted to give it a little extra touch to make it look a little bit more like a side cannon. I also went ahead and just did some random stuff. I put some of those books that go are normally just extra, kind of for the top of the Paladins, and a bit of sprue with a magnet and a servo skull, because this banner, it actually has a magnet on the wrist, and I can set that right there, so that if I wanted to, I could just have a base just with the banner itself, and that frees him up to be, kind of whatever I need him to be. So got another glaive there, other various weapons. I also do have a Stormbolter that I can put right there if I need to, but I don't think he would ever, like, the way that the rules are, I don't think I would ever have him be anything other than one of the special weapons. And my final two models are the Squad Leader, which for the Terminators will be the Justicar, and the kind of Apothecary, which I remember when these models first came out. I think it was in 5th edition. The Apothecary was an option for the Paladins, but now they're only an option for the Terminator. So that's kind of an interesting swap. I'm not really sure when that happened, but got their wrists fully magnetized, just like the banner bearer, so that we can swap some stuff out, give them various weapons, and then this guy also has his arms completely swappable, because I really like the look of the falchions. I decided to paint them a little bit green just to give them a little bit more. And I didn't really want to have the Stormbolter on that because I really liked the just kind of the symmetry of those two looking the same. So I put a little magnet on the top there so that he can have a Stormbolter right there. Oh, I completely forgot that if I take the guy who was the banner bearer, give him just the regular power sword, like the Justicar, and I took and just threw a bunch of random bits together, purity seals. I think this was a fantasy shield, and do that. If I really push come to shove, I could proxy him as Drago. And last but not least is a little armory with some various pistols and swords and other relics. And the Demon Prince model actually comes with these alternate heads, for Zinch, Corn, and so on. And I really like the idea of just slapping them onto 25mm bases, put a little magnet on the back there, and then just use them like trophies. Like maybe they've defeated a Keeper of Secrets or a Great Unclean One or a Bloodthirster or a Lord of Change, and kind of cut their head off and froze it in stasis somehow, and they just kind of keep it captive in the vaults on Titan. Let me give another close-up shot of those guys. I had a lot of fun painting those. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this look at my Grey Knight Terminators, and happy painting.